They say that when you move into a new house, you inherit its secrets. But what if those secrets are more terrifying than anything you could imagine? For the Hodgson family, what started as a few strange noises quickly turned into a living nightmare, one that would make them question reality itself. What really happened in that small house on Green Street? And why, to this day, do experts remain divided on whether it was a hoax or something far more sinister? August 30th, 1977. It was a day like any other, or so it seemed. Peggy Hodgson, a single mother of 4, was settling into her modest council house in Enfield, London. The house was old but filled with love and laughter. The night seemed ordinary until her daughter Janet came running into her room, pale as a ghost. Her eyes were wide with fear, and her small frame trembled. "Mom, the bed is shaking," she whispered, her voice trembling. Peggy could see the terror in her daughter's eyes. Peggy dismissed it as a child's vivid imagination, but deep down, something didn't feel right. She tried to reassure Janet, but her own heart was pounding. Little did she know this was only the beginning. The events that would unfold in the coming days would change their lives forever. Over the next few days, the disturbances grew louder and more intense. The eerie sounds became more frequent, echoing through the house at all hours. Loud knocks on the walls, furniture moving on its own, and objects flying across rooms as if thrown by an unseen force. The atmosphere grew increasingly tense and unsettling. Peggy began to fear for her children's safety. The once peaceful home had turned into a place of dread and anxiety. Desperate for answers, she called the police, hoping for a rational explanation that could put her mind at ease. But what happened next shocked everyone. The officers arrived expecting to find a logical cause for the disturbances. Instead, they too witnessed the heavy furniture moving on its own, defying all natural laws. With no logical explanation in sight, the mystery deepened, leaving everyone involved bewildered and on edge. The story quickly spread, catching the attention of the media. News reporters and journalists flocked to the scene, eager to capture every eerie detail and share it with the world. Soon, paranormal investigators joined the fray. Maurice Grosse and Guy Lyon Playfair, esteemed members of the Society for Psychical Research, arrived at the Hodgson home, determined to get to the bottom of these bizarre events. They brought with them an array of equipment, ready to document and analyze the strange occurrences. What they encountered defied logic and reason. Janet, the 11-year-old daughter, became the epicenter of the phenomena. The investigators observed her closely, trying to understand the source of the disturbances. She was often found levitating, floating in mid-air as if some unseen force was lifting her. Her voice would change into a deep, guttural tone, startling everyone around her. She even began speaking in a language no one recognized, adding to the mystery and fear surrounding the events. Recordings of these events showed Janet speaking in a voice that seemed impossible for a young girl to produce. "I am Bill," the voice would say, claiming to be the spirit of a man who had died in the house years earlier. Skeptics accused the Hodgsons of faking the entire ordeal, but how could a young girl create such chaos on her own? As the months dragged on, the activity intensified. Ed and Lorraine Warren, renowned paranormal investigators, were drawn to the case. They believed that the Hodgson home was the site of a powerful demonic presence. The Warrens' involvement added even more intrigue to the story, but it also fueled the skepticism. Was this just another sensationalized ghost story, or was something truly sinister at work? In 1978, after nearly 2 years of torment, the activity abruptly stopped as mysteriously as it had begun. The family was left to pick up the pieces of their shattered lives. Janet, now an adult, has spoken out about her experiences, admitting that while some events were exaggerated, the majority were real. But the question remains, was this truly a haunting or a desperate cry for help from a troubled family? The Enfield Poltergeist case remains one of the most well-documented and debated paranormal events in history. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the story of the Hodgson family is a chilling reminder that sometimes the most terrifying things are the ones we can't explain. If this story intrigued you, don't forget to subscribe for more chilling tales. Like, comment below and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay curious and remember, the scariest stories are often the ones that are real.